I like to do a lot of hiking. We have several fun stories in our family of trips where we had to cross river and we didn't know we were going to have to cross a river, where we were climbing over dead trees and fallen trees or through ravines that we didn't know we were going to have to climb through. But probably the best, worst stories are the ones where, because we started in the wrong place on the map, it took us longer to get where we were going. What I mean is that we had the wrong starting place. And so the 12 to 14 mile trip we thought we were going to be on ended up being a 14 to 27 mile trip. Now, maybe those stories only happened to my family. But spiritually, those stories happen to, many of us. Many of us start off on a journey called discipleship, but we don't know where we're really starting from. And therefore, we take the wrong steps forward because there's not a great guide out there to help us. Now, think about this. With almost everything that we do, there is some kind of how-to starter manual, beginner book that gives you this is step A, B, C, D, E, so forth and so on. There's not a great guide out there for the discipleship journey. And so what happens is that we know many Christians who actually end up heading in wrong directions because the very first steps they took were not in the right direction. So what we've done is we've created a guide for everyone that says, hey, this isn't a class, this isn't a system, here are the steps that get you heading in a specific direction towards Jesus, becoming like Jesus, being reformed in the image of God. What I want to invite you to do is come and help beta test this with us. We are inviting you to basically get the guidebook and read it with us, watch the videos, and help us critique and perfect this before we do a public launch. Now, who is this made for? Well, it's made for people who, maybe don't know about Christianity and are going, okay, I kind of like Jesus. I've heard some stories. I don't know if I should trust him or not, but if I did, what are the first steps? What are the first steps into faith? What are the first steps into believing? Which is really the journey of discipleship. It's also made for people who say, I've been part of a church, I don't ever need to go back again. Because they got stories where they've been wounded. Stories where they saw the church misbehave. This discipleship journey is for you. And finally, it's for those of us who have been in the church for a long time and are firm believers and want to go, hey, how do I do it better? Maybe there's a couple steps that we missed or we got off in the wrong direction. So we had to backtrack. Again, if that's you, then this is really important because you want to know how to disciple other people and what the first steps are that you should recommend and coach them through. So I can't tell you how excited I am to have you helping us beta test this and critique it and give us your insight and wisdom as we read through this together and take this journey of discipleship steps together. So thank you for being a part of this. I am looking forward to seeing you all online and learning how to be a better disciple or become a disciple of Jesus Christ in the first place together.